If you didn't really like Jonathan Majors literally chewing his way through scenes in a Loki, well, I got good and bad news for you. The bad news is, more Jonathan Majors as different variations of Kang is coming at us. The good news is, he's going to be very different in what sounds like every single appearance he's in. So let's talk about that and the director of Loki teasing exactly that. So it's time to talk about Kang and how this relates to his variants. And specifically, there is one line in that Loki finale that people involved with Loki, and specifically the director, Kate Herron, wants to focus on. And that's when Kang says, and I quote, "If you think I'm evil, well, just wait till you meet my variants." Now, of course, he's referencing multiple different versions of Kang, one of them being Kang the Conqueror, and the other one being whichever version we get in Quantumania, which may or may not be Kang the Conqueror, or some far worse version of the character. So she says first and foremost that when you look at what Jonathan Majors has done, and some of his other projects and what he does as He Who Remains, that there is incredible range and passion and how excited he is. And that what is coming down the road, while she's not in tune with everything and she can't talk about everything, she understands that the course they set the character on will have major ramifications down the road in how he interacts with different characters, how different characters interact with the different versions, and all these different possibilities of different personalities that will all, in some way, shape, and form, be different. For example, we know that in some version there is Iron Lad. Some version there is a more proper, not so crazy Nathaniel Richards. Another version, there is Tut. Another version, there is just a regular guy going about his time, and he starts to become smarter over the course of a slower progression of time. Like, Kang truly does have infinite variations, just like everything else in the multiverse now. So it's very possible that we could see, as she teases, a Kang that's much more forthcoming and brutal. Again, probably Kang the Conqueror, hence the name. And we're probably going to see versions of the character that's a lot more heroic in nature, where they're going to question what this character is doing and what exactly his motivation is. And again, that's a good way to put a spin on things. And undoubtedly, there will be different variations that are going to cause all sorts of concerns and questions, some who could even be the blue-skinned version of the character, like in the comics, because we just have no idea how far they're going to lean into it with so many different aspects. But one thing that they are teasing is multiple different versions of Kang in multiple upcoming projects, which definitely has, I think, everybody's ears perked up, because where exactly is he going to show up next, and as who? That's a big question.